Alright guys, Talon here from the Airsoft Headquarters.
Carl.
Brady.
And then we're going to do a little bit of a kind of audio overview for the Lights Out events that we host at the Airsoft Arena, which is why Carl's here. So we're going to do a little watchy watch.
Yep.
Alright, so the Lights Out that is hosted at the arena is going to be exactly what it sounds like. All the lights are going to be turned off for gameplay. So all players are required to have flashlights, and it's a walk-in only, unfortunately, for safety reasons.
One thing I will say, there are ancillary lights on the field. The red and blue lights for the territories games. There's a flashing light, and it's to provide some light for players because not everyone can afford night vision devices, which I'm one of those people. I think sometimes that night vision isn't the most necessary for the cost, but there is a new lower cost option for night vision versus actual NVGs with your standard green types. The Sionyx, what are the
Sport.
Sionyx Sport?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And this is actually what you're seeing on footage right now. This, surprisingly, is actually in night vision. This is normally dark. The thing about the Sionyx is it's actually full color.
Which gives you some really fun, 80s, early 90s Lisa Frank neon colors, which I quite enjoy. It is a fun thing to see. And then in this video, you're going to see some standard, we're using your GoPro?
Yeah, all the dark areas are going to be video recorded with the GoPro Hero Session 5. And so all the, this clip specifically, if you guys can hear the audio, it is going to be the audio from the GoPro Hero. And then if it switches over to the Sionyx, if you hear the audio from that, it's going to be, so any audio from this, it's going to be playing off of the Sionyx. So you can hear that audio quality.
Let's say right there you see what happens if someone directly shines a light on you. Thanks, Jake. The Sionyx handles it quite well. Flashes. Immediately, once the light is off, goes back to standard resolution, which is really cool.
And the great thing about it is because it is actually fully digital. It's not like an analog system like night vision where it's a tube filled with gas. This is simply a camera. So you can go straight from light to dark, transitions fully. You don't have to worry about damaging the system. Also, because the camera allows you to record, as you see here. So it's not just night vision, it's a camera. So it's kind of an all-in-one, ready-to-go system. They're very, very cool.
One of the things I like the most is how funny tracers look at it. They are laser beams crossing. So that's, for me, is a fun aspect of them.
Yeah, this current clip right now between the two different camera angles, it's myself and James, who is the owner of the Sionyx. We were doing a side-by-side comparison, so you can see exactly what I am seeing with the darker view. I tried to color balance it, so it's almost one-to-one to what I would visibly see, versus what James is going to see through his Sionyx, which is doing very well for actual visible light and also reaching into those spots where it's going to be much darker.
All right. I think that's all I got.
Mm-hmm. Same. Brady, any last comments?
One last thing with the Sionyx, really cool because you can have it helmet mounted like you see James using it here, but it is possible also to have it weapon mounted and use it as an optic night vision additive. So basically you can put it on with a scope or a red dot and allow you to see night vision through it. So it is a very adaptable system.
Mm-hmm. The Sionyx Aurora is something that we are going to have here in the store. They are very, very cheap compared to actual traditional night vision. The Sport is going for $400, and then the special edition?
The standard edition is about $800. Really, the big difference between your standard edition and your Sport is going to be a couple small features in the color. The Sport's white, while the standard is black. And the standard will have a couple additions of having GPS and compass built in, as well as they're working on some more features with software and firmware that will add on basically ancillary stuff like virtual reality with pairing with other Sionyx cameras where you can basically track each other real time through the camera. But all stuff that you don't necessarily need, especially for Airsoft. It's more just an add-on where For half the price, you just find getting the sport model.
So if you guys are interested by the footage of the Lights Out event, we are going to be hosting some more of those events in the future. Stay tuned with the Airsoft Arena Facebook and Airsoft Headquarters Facebook, Instagram. I'll be putting some vlog videos together where I talk about the next events that are coming up, so you guys can enjoy those in the coming months.
Stay positive.
Later, skaters.